Before this video starts, I want to let y'all know that I give away game passes inside of my server down below. On top of that, we also give away in-game items. Depending on what game you are trying to play, we're going to give you that in-game item if you win the giveaway by being liked and subscribed to the channel with the notifications on, and you definitely don't want to miss that. So make sure you hit the first link in the description, like this video and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into it. With all the new games coming out this year, it's going to be really hard to keep track of every single one of them. Some of these games are coming out really soon or coming out later on this year, like during December or November, based on what the developers have said. But in this video, we're going to be going over every single game coming out, what it's going to be featuring, and how you can play it. The ranking is going to be based on which game has the most hype versus which game has the lowest hype. And so at number 1, we're going to have the game with the most hype, and at number 10, we're going to have the game with the lowest hype. So make sure you subscribe with the notifications on, because I'm going to be going live and giving away free stuff, and you do not want to miss out when I go live. So hit that notification button and let's get right into the video. At number 10 is a Hunter x Hunter based game, which is gonna be coming out very soon, and it actually has some hype built around it, but it's probably the lowest out of everything on this list, which is why I put it at number 10. The game is going to be based on a story mode, and it's not going to be like an RPG like the other games, but it's going to have a story mode where you can do exactly what the story did, just like in a more professional and organized way, and it's definitely something to look forward to. So I would definitely recommend checking this game out when it comes. But yeah, besides that, another game that has built up hype is called Grand Elfheim. Basically, Grand Elfheim is a sword art online game which has a lot of weapons, races, and guilds that you can switch over to every time. The game is actually still in development, and you can play the game for tester if you buy it for 400 Robux, which will let you obviously play the game before anyone else. It's also going to include PvE and PvP playstyles both ways, so that's going to be interesting to see. But next up is Kaizen 2. Kaizen 2 is going to be kind of a battlegrounds game, but it's also going to be a PvE game and also a PvP game, so it's going to be interesting to see. We've got a few sneaks, and the game is still in development, but the developers are actually working very hard on it, because like they're all constantly updating their community and stuff. As far as we know for the release date, it's actually not been noted. I know that it's going to be very soon because they've started promoting it heavy, but it's not like they haven't had an official date or anything. But it's definitely going to be interesting on release. The next game is not a Naruto game, it's more of a Blue Lock Rivals game, but it's called Goldbound. With Goldbound, we're actually hiring the stakes a bit, because this one's also one of the top dogs, but we don't know when it's going to be released yet. We know that it's very soon, like we're talking about like in a week or something. If you are wondering, Goldbound is exactly like Blue Lock Rivals, but it's going to be a lot more advanced based on what I've been seeing, even though it's really not known because I haven't really been looking at the sneak peeks or anything, but there's a lot of sneak peeks on it. But this is one of the games I'm going to be streaming when it comes out, and if you want to win free stuff, then make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notifications on, because you don't want to miss out when I go live. And when I go live, I'll be giving away free stuff all the time, so make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notifications on. But yeah, besides that, the next game that's probably going to be coming out this year is called Shindo Life 2. Shindo Life first one was very successful, but the developers still don't know whether they're going to be continuing Rell first or finishing up Shindo Life 2. In my opinion, I think they're going to finish up both of them at the same time, even though it's really not that obvious because we get sneak peeks for both games at the same time. Nonetheless, it is still one of the biggest Naruto games all over Roblox right now, and if you are trying to play a Naruto game, then that one is very perfect for it. But if they're trying to release Shindo Life 2 soon, it's probably going to be better than 1. And so basically, if you're really trying to find a better game to play, this one's definitely good to look forward to. And like I said, when I go live, I'm going to be giving away free stuff on it, so hit the notification button when you subscribe. The same developers who are developing Rell right now are going to develop this game too, so I have pretty high expectations, because Rell games have actually like a very good history of like making games and stuff. And so when this game comes out, I think the history will still like be consistent, and it's gonna be also as good as Shindo Life, if not better. And I think it's also gonna be better than Rell as well, so that's in my opinion though. Nonetheless, at number 5 we have Pocket Anime. If you don't know what Pocket Anime was supposed to be, it was supposed to be basically the same exact thing as Pokemon, the game that you play on your phone, but basically it got copyrighted because instead of Pokemons, they were going to use a bunch of like anime characters like Goku, Naruto, Gon, a lot of different characters that like you can collect and stuff. And I thought it was gonna be pretty fire actually, but turns out like the game still needs time to develop and stuff, because the game obviously got copyright striked. They're using all types of characters right now. They're using Goku, Naruto, the guy from Bleach, everything like Ichigo, and so it's gonna be taking time for sure, but I have very high expectations for it because everyone says it's good, and a lot of people bought Tester, and you can actually also buy Tester if you join their link in the Discord. But basically I have no idea how it's gonna be because I haven't even bought tester for real, but it looks like it's gonna be very high expectations, and I think it's gonna be one of the top games for sure. At number 4 we have Holy War X, which is a game with a lot of testers, and people say it's gonna be one of the best games ever to come out, which is why it's so high in my list. Testers have actually come out and said that this is probably the best game they've ever played in the entire website, but the only bad thing about it is that tester is very expensive. Like I think if you want tester it's like over $250, but it really looks like a whole different game. Like when you look at the videos and like the sneak peeks and stuff, it doesn't even look like a Roblox game for real. It looks like a Steam game, like something much better, and that's why the hype is kind of understandable. But you know, if tester was much cheaper, I think a lot more people would buy it for real. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be like one of the biggest for sure, because a lot of people have said it's good, a lot of people talk about it, and I've also seen so many things like sneaks and like images, and they just look amazing. Like they look so crazy for real. And if you don't know, I'm pretty sure the game is based on an anime. The game is based on the 7 Deadly Sins, which has very big boss fights and like also very big ship combat and sea combat, and so a lot more with like race transformations and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a definitely really cool RPG. Next up is Type Soul, which is gonna be releasing very soon, but that game is actually already released and they actually closed it down because they're reworking everything. But people are saying that the rework is going to be crazy, and they're saying that it's gonna be way better than the first version, and considering that the first version was very good, I think it's safe to say that the rework is going to take over like the entire game for real. To think that the game was like already good and like it's gonna be even better is just something crazy to think about. And so in my opinion, I think it's over Holy X War, just because it already has a built-in fan base and it also has very big hype around it, but obviously not more than like the other two in this list. But this one's definitely going to be going crazy when it comes out for sure. If you hit that subscribe button with the notifications on, you're gonna win a lot of free accessories and items, so you don't want to miss out. Hit that like button and subscribe with the notifications on. The game is based on Bleach, so you can have a lot of different type of developments. Like you can have Ichigo development and a lot more, and it also has 3 different races that you can try out and stuff. So yeah, entering the top 2 is Project Slayers 2, which is going to be better than the first Project Slayers, and to think that the Project Slayers the first time was fire, I think this one's definitely going to be crazy. OWAP Teras got the showcase of the century, and if you haven't seen it, then take a look here because it's going crazy right now. Like people are saying that it's going to be like better than 1 by a lot, and I honestly think it's going to be like one of the best games to release. So yeah, about when the game is coming out, it's actually unknown and I have no idea, to be honest with you, but I heard it was coming out December, like right before the year ends and stuff, because they need time to like organize all the scripts and all the models and everything. But basically I think when it comes out, it's gonna topple over everything that's on this list right now, and I do think it's gonna be the biggest one on this list actually, but I don't think it's gonna be the best. The best game on this list has been in development for so long, and it's actually has spent like so much money on it. But before I get into any of that, I have to name some honorable mentions. The reason they didn't make the list is because obviously they are out and they're fully released, but they are still like very underdeveloped, and they haven't reached their full potential yet. So obviously they're not in this list, but they are still like games to consider. The first game is Hunters, which is based on a solo leveling game, and the other game is Clover RPG. Both games are fully released, but just know from your own caution that they're actually like still in heavy development, so the game that you are playing hasn't reached its full potential. That's just what it is for now. And at number 1 we have Rell. So according to an interview, the developers have spent over $250,000 on the game. So yeah, you heard me right, they spent like over like a mansion on this. But being a Rell tester and having the golden subscription definitely does fund it a lot, but still $250,000 is a lot, especially for a Roblox game which hasn't even come out yet. I think it's gonna go crazy though, which is like, in fact, like I think it's gonna be like the best game to ever come out, like ever, more than Holy War X or like anything on this list. So yeah, I think they'll easily recoup their money, and I think it'll easily be at number 1 for a while. But yeah, that's just my opinion though, I could be wrong about that, and the sneaks are even crazier, but you guys let me know what you think. But yeah, that's my top 10 list of all the games that are going to be coming out this summer, and obviously they're in order from 10 being the least hype and 1 being the most hyped out game of all of them. But yeah, if you want to win free stuff, then make sure you subscribe with the notifications, because I'm going to be playing these games on live stream, and I'm going to let y'all know when I go live and stuff by subscribing with the notifications. So make sure you hit that, and also hit the first link in the description if you want to win stuff from my giveaways. I do a lot of giveaways, so if you're really trying to win, then hit the first link in the description. With the notifications on subscribed, you'll win even more. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching till the end of the video. If you enjoyed, then hit that like button, and also if you do hit the like button, also make sure sure you join the giveaway because you'll have a very good chance of winning. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.